Mr Speaker.
Marama Davidson.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker. Huri noa ki tēnei whare, tēnā tātou katoa. Mr Speaker, today is my first day back in the House after our recess. I stayed in Auckland yesterday for my appearance on Native Affairs live panel last night, shot in Te Puia Marae in Mangere, the marae who has been helping families into homes, and I'm sitting here listening to all of these speeches, particularly from the National Party benches, and I'm just sitting here, Mr Speaker. I wish that this House and the members in it were not so disconnected from the reality of New Zealanders and the hardships that families are facing at this very time. And I have had to sit here and listen to members such as the Honourable Minister Amy Adams say that it is nasty, negative and no hope discussion when the real issues are brought to attention. I wish the Minister had have come to Native Affairs panel live last night and listened to the likes of the social service providers such as Huri Moana Dennis, Daryl Evans and Ian Hudson of Salvation Army, of Mangere Budgeting Services and of Te Puia Marae, who were absolutely the opposite of nasty, negative and no hope, and were simply talking with calm, with reason, with insight and with wisdom about the years of work they have done at the front line and the realities that they and many other social service providers are facing that is happening to our very country, and has happened because of the mismanagement of this government. To listen in the House today in question time, to listen to our Prime Minister harp on about the record number of houses being built without mentioning the record number of homelessness that we are now having to face is an absolute farce. Some who are working, some of those families are in paid employment. I just also had to listen to the Minister Anne Tolley talking about how being employment is the solver of all the issues. Some of those people living in vans, cramping in homes, squashing in garages are in paid employment. Nurses, teachers and police are finding it hard to live in Auckland. It's okay, shall we just say that Auckland is not for nurses? Auckland is not for police. Auckland is not for teachers. Their salaries are not enough to keep up the pace of what houses. Yeah, look at me like that. I don't mind. I'll look at you straight back. Auckland should be for everybody. I've had to sit in this House in question time today and listen to the Prime Minister refer to poverty as, quote, a great range of financial situations in this country. That is how our Prime Minister has defined poverty. The absolute minimum that we should expect, no matter the great range of financial situations, is that every tamariki, every mokopuna, every whānau, every person should have a warm, safe, affordable and secure home to live in. Unless we do not start there, then you are in denial. And that is how the Prime Minister and his government have not answered all the questions today and many before. Every time they're caught out, every time they're having to face and confront what their government has failed at, they try and blame it on someone else, or they'll talk about something else, or they'll talk about something else from the past. They cannot answer directly and confront and face exactly what is happening, which is why they didn't want to support the inquiry into homelessness, which is why Labour and the Greens and the Māori Party are not afraid to confront the truth and are working together across the country to face the issues, because we are not afraid of being accountable, Mr Speaker. I've had to sit here today. I wish the members in this House were not so disconnected from what is happening to ordinary people who are not even as angry as I am. They're calm. They're doing the best that they can. They are remaining and struggling and doing the best that they can, Mr Speaker. I wish all of us were accountable. Thank you.